Warning, this podcast contains grown-up subjects and big boy words. It is intended for adults only, but we won't tell on you if you don't tell our grandmas how many swears we did.
Welcome to Only Mostly Thread, where three creative professionals thread our way through the frightening forests of peculiar posts, attempt to answer curious questions, and dive deep into Reddit's reserves, all to bring something special to you. I'm your hairiest host, Devin Hoy.
I'm your metal musician and resident asshole, Lily Taylor.
I'm your hostess with still the mostest anxiety, Sarah Lorish.
Hey guys, I have something that I've been thinking about all week.
Do tell.
Do you think that Bruno Mars's career kind of dropped off in terms of word of mouth after Encanto came out?
What did he do in Encanto?
He didn't do anything, but we don't talk about Bruno.
Oh my god. Oh, Devin's ready to be a dad.
It's not going to happen.
No. Those are the reactions that I'm looking for anytime I tell a joke. Guess what time it is?
What time is it?
It's time to nut.
Oh, God.
That stands for Nuclear Unit Tussle. Anybody who is just hopping on this podcast, we look at Reddit threads and we use them to play a delicious little game called Nuclear Unit Tussle, which perhaps has a familiar name to a totally trademarked game show.
Let's get ready to nut.
No, we can't say that because that is their official, that they say that every single episode on broadcast TV. We take threads. Oh, look at that little bean.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, listeners. You
Oh
don't.
my god. I'm gonna rub my face in that
this.
belly so hard. Actually, not so
That's-
hard, very gently.
That's our newest little kitty cat, Suki.
Yep. I don't think you'll be able to hear her purring. She's too quiet.
She won't get past the noise gate.
Yeah, it'll be like another Devin slurping soup issue. Oh my god.
She's napping on the microphone.
She's
All
so
right.
cute.
Ugh. I needed
All right.
that.
Get
Where-
back down there. Get back down there.
The
Focus
little
up.
daily
Focus up.
dose of dopamine. Okay, so we take popularized Reddit threads and we don't look at the answers and we guess what might be in the top 10. And whoever gets close to the top wins. We've had a couple winners so far, but normally we do very badly.
Yeah, are we like keeping score?
No.
We should
I
have a
haven't been.
scoreboard. Because what's the point if you can't win?
Do you want to keep score?
Says a person who played sports
0
in a
points
very
on the...
aggressive way as a child.
True,
The rest of us are like, who cares?
Well, then, Sarah, it's on you to keep score. You can give
good.
us a score checkup
Sarah
every
has
time.
the scoreboard, and she will
Get
always
ready
be
to
winning.
regret this.
That's like my slogan, my life.
That's the actual
mantra.
name of the game, is get ready to regret this.
It's frequent that people regret nuts.
GRTRT, get ready to regret this.
Get her.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay.
So do we
Let
want to
us
start
begin.
fresh or do we remember what the scores may have been? I'm pretty sure I'm at a whopping 0.
Okay, since we can't remember like the intricacies of maybe like the giant spiders and stuff like that, let's just start clean slate.
I like it.
I'm obviously fine with that. Should we come up with like a scoring convention? Like, is it 1 point for every time you get on the top first page? You know.
Okay, since we're doing the top 10 answers every time, we should just do descending point values. So if you get the top answer, it's 10 points.
Oh, yeah.
That way, if you get
I
on
like
the board,
that.
you get
That's
points.
smart.
But
All right, let me just jot this down. Top answer, 10 points. Continue in descending order.
okay, I'll read this one. It is submitted by user Binnygals. And the question is, what is your favorite synonym for idiot?
This is actually really hard. This is probably the hardest one we've had.
Not for Devin.
Yeah, but I mean, like, we have to think of what other people would say.
I know,
That's
you're
the
right.
thing is like, we're all old enough that like we don't get the cool kids lingo anymore. Like, this is a challenge.
That is true, because I have one that's my favorite synonym for idiot.
Oh, I
and
know what
use
that
it.
is. I use it all the time.
Oh,
But I don't
okay.
think that's going to be on here.
You
No,
don't?
I think it will be.
I don't know.
Although I haven't really heard it that much. Like I heard it a little bit growing up, and then I really heard it when I became friends with Devin. My gymnastics coaches used to call me that. I guess we should get to what Devin's gonna say.
Yeah,
first.
okay. I
yes.
guess I'll guess
Take your
first.
guess.
I'll stake my flag in the word dingus.
I'm shocked.
I mean, no one is surprised.
I do say dingus a lot. It's also such a good word because I
It is
use
a good
it.
word.
I don't just use it to mean idiot, but like that's the flavor that it mostly has. But like you can say dang dingus like so, it just flows so well. You dang dingus. It's very good.
It's definitely better than most of the alternatives.
Well,
can't
we're gonna
think
need
of
to hear some of
anything.
those.
I mean, like
Okay.
I can think of things, but they're all swear words. Like,
I know.
Well, I mean,
which
they're-
is fine.
They're probably
but
on there because
yeah.
they swear all over Reddit. Don't tell grandma.
Yeah, don't tell her. I am gonna go with a Gordon Ramsay classic Muppet because maybe there's gonna be like, you know,
that's a
some
good
British people
one.
in here.
Okay,
And they're
okay.
gonna pick that.
That's pretty fun. I don't think I've ever called someone a Muppet before. What are you
Neither have
doing, you
I, but
Muppet?
it's so funny when he does.
I call Suki, our little kitty cat, a Muppet sometimes because she
has the Muppet
has
eyes.
little Jim Henson Muppet eyes.
If I can get her again, I'll point her at the screen. She's playing with Milo right now.
Oh man.
More and
Um,
more reasons to love her.
Maybe
I
we can
guess I'm
post a
gonna
picture on
say,
socials.
I don't know, because they're both such boring options. But like,
Ugh,
I'm
mine's
trying to
not
think
gonna
of
be on
what
the
other
board.
people would say.
Just do it. Spit it out. S- You're on the game show, and generic unnamed host is like, Bill's ticking.
Another word for
Bells don't
idiot.
tick.
Come
I'm
on,
just-
nut
she's-
already.
I'm just gonna say dumbass because I feel like that's gonna be on there.
That's pretty good.
That was
I mean,
actually
it's-
Okay.
the
it's
one that came to my
boring.
head first, but I was
Like
like,
I
"Ah."
thought dipshit was the other thing I thought of, but I was like, I'm pretty sure only my dad says dipshit anymore. So,
That's a
say
pretty good one
dipshit.
too.
well,
Okay, are we gonna?
yep.
I think what we should do before looking at the answers is one last pass of, are these answers the locked in answers?
Yeah,
Seems
whatever.
like it
It's
is.
fine.
Just a shrug
All
from
right.
Sarah.
And then
A
let's make sure we sort by
non-audio
top
shrug.
instead of best this time.
Right. Which is kind of good because if you accidentally see answers as you load the page, even though I made my window like a sliver size so that I wanted to actually accidentally do that, maybe
I
you don't
do.
see the top answer.
I'm 100% not going to be on this board based on some of the responses that I see so far.
Yeah, my
What the
confidence is
heck?
dwindling.
Yeah, I guess Lily, read that top one.
So
What
the
on
top
earth?
answer, which still doesn't make sense to me because there's only 357 upvotes, but maybe there weren't a lot of people answering this one because maybe they thought it was hard too. Maximum B says customer, which is funny and fair considering
I
anyone
think-
who's worked retail ever.
Oh,
Yeah, that's probably
That's
just
clever.
like
Mhm.
a slang that caught on to
Mhm.
the like real life outside of work as well.
Yep.
Being like, oh yeah, I got a real customer today.
Mhm.
Well, no one got the top point.
Nope.
Ambitious Slog 1884 says sharp as a marble. That's good.
Which I feel like is a saying more than it's like
Yeah.
a
A
synonym.
synonym for idiot, which is one
Mhm.
word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe ambitious log 1884 is sharp as a marble because that's not a synonym.
There you go.
That's. Oh my God, Devin! You have to read the next one. I can't believe it's
Oh,
on there.
check it out. GG Jal Day says dingus.
Well, would you look at that?
I'm so impressed.
So what number?
That's number
That's
3. So that's a 7.
Yep, 7
10,
points.
9, 8. That's 8 points.
Oh, 8 points.
Devin, you're
Yeah.
lighting up the scoreboard here.
Look at you.
First points on the board.
Look at you go. All right, the next one. Oh man, I can't believe I didn't think of this. NGC underscore 1277 says nincompoop, which is a fantastic word.
Yeah.
That is a really good word. I haven't heard that word in a long
Yeah,
time.
nincompoop.
Yeah, I used to hear that a lot in like middle school. Jay Thirsty said way back in the computer customer support, we used the code of ID10T. When they asked you what the issue was on their Windows system, you say, better if done in a Cliff Clavin voice. Well, I'm really
Who's
sorry,
that?
but I can't accomplish that.
Who's
but
Cliff Clavin?
I just don't know.
I think that's a Cheers reference.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Well,
Like,
just imagine.
Well, here we have is your typical ID10T error.
And then for those who need help and it's grayed out.
Oh, you can click on it. It's a spoiler.
Yeah, ID10T. So it's like literally the letters ID.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
That makes sense.
Problem
Okay,
in
so if
chair,
you
not in
write the
computer.
the numerals of 10, it looks like leet speak for idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like when you write boobies on a calculator and turn it upside down. Same concept.
Yeah, universal. Everybody in the world can relate to that.
And again,
Also-
not a synonym.
Right, but Cliff Clavin is a Cheers reference, and he was also the voice of the pig in Toy Story. Like, he voiced a lot of characters. Like,
Oh.
yeah. So if you heard his voice, you would know. Like, you would know it was him.
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh, it's that guy who's in all the things.
He's like in every Pixar movie up through Cars or something.
And I think he passed away a few years ago.
Yeah, after Cars, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thanks for that tidbit.
This next one's a good one, too.
I feel like this is my British reference. I should have gone with this one.
This is the British one you did not select.
Mr. Cheese Sucks says, wanker.
Too good.
Oh, but okay.
Oh, but
so
wait, there's
someone,
more.
yeah, but someone responded to him with Bell End, which I feel like is also very good. But I
The
think
next
it's
one on the
Lily's turn.
board is from Riftard, and it is Muppet.
Oh!
So you did get on the board.
Oh,
One,
I'm
two,
actually really
three.
surprised.
complete
Absolute
and utter Muppet.
Muppet.
Absolute Muppet.
Okay,
You
so
donkey.
what is this? Is it on the first page, technically?
It's 7. So
Three.
4 points? 4 points.
4. Cool, I'm feeling good.
Woo. Well, that's good because you get to read the next one.
Hauser717 says, moron, but said with a thick Southern accent, Southern American accent, so it comes out moron. That's
You
good.
Nope,
moron.
that makes it worse somehow.
All right. Cool.
think it's your turn,
My
Devin.
turn. Yeah, GTA Cleveland. That does sound like a city that Grand Theft Auto would take place in. Says Chucklefuck, which
I have heard that one. That's a good one.
yeah, that's one that rolls off the tongue as well. Someone responds to him with Fucklechuck, which is even more fun to say.
Yeah, I like Fucklechuck way better.
Oh, and sliding in at the very end, 36 Flow says dumbass.
Hey.
So I'm glad I didn't pick dipshit because that wasn't even on the board.
Yeah,
But we all
you
got on the
1
board. I
point.
think that's the first time that we've all gotten on the board.
Look at
That's
us.
OMT history, baby.
So is that 1 or 2 points?
1 point.
One.
Okay.
Because that
Still
was the
don't
very
understand.
last.
All right. Well, that feels good. Let's see.
Feels
Let's
great.
do another one.
All right. Posted by user FlappyFish07 says, you suddenly gain godlike powers over the universe. What is the first thing you do?
This is a deeper question than
Yeah, it is.
the what you call someone who's an idiot.
Are people going to be funny? Like, this is a tough one. I don't know if I should
Yes.
take it seriously.
I know.
See,
I want
that's
to
the
take it
trick, because
seriously.
There's like Reddit's such a random place where
Mhm.
usually there will always be answers that are joke answers, but like sometimes what floats to the top through the most upvotes is something that's like a really good answer.
Right.
And sometimes it's the funniest joke.
It's tough. This is tough.
I know what
I know.
I think I would do.
What would you do?
Same. So are we going to go with what we would do, or are we going to go with what we think people
Well, maybe
would
let's just say what we would do, and then
Yeah, we can
we
talk
get
about
there.
both, but we have to nail one to the board to move on. What I would do if I suddenly gained godlike powers over the universe is make good things taste good and make bad things taste bad.
Bad for you,
Why?
think?
Yeah. Why things that are good for you taste real bad? Why things that are bad for you taste real good? Swap that. Turn that around.
Yeah, that's good, Devin.
I think that they say first. So like you obviously have other things that you can do after that, but I think the first thing that I would do is to reverse the climate change damage, which is the serious answer that I'm going to pick. And I'm going to stick
That's
with that
pretty good.
answer
That's good. That's good.
because otherwise everybody's going to die.
I think still what I would do first is still that. I would start solving problems afterwards, but first I would be like, things I like to eat makes my belly very big.
Yeah, I feel like the selfish answers might be up top, but I can't think of anything.
Oh, I've got some more actually.
Tell me what they are. I have one.
Okay, one of them is making it so that you don't have to pee and poop anymore.
That's so good.
And then the other one is making it so you don't have to sleep anymore.
Oh, that's so
Oh
good.
God, that's a great one.
That's really good.
Ooh. Or you could I keep thinking of all of these like really deep ones, but you could make it so that like things like cancer didn't exist.
Yeah, that was like my very, very first thought. But I
I'm
don't know
sure
if
somebody.
it'll be an answer, but I don't know if it's gonna
It'll
be
be
on
an
the first
answer, but I don't know if it's
page.
going to be the top answer. I feel like top stuff is going to be silly stuff, like
Yeah.
make everything made of cheese or something.
The thing I'm thinking that I would do, I just don't know if it'd be the first thing I'd do, but I don't know what the first thing I'd do would be. It would be like make cats talk back. I guess all animals talk back, or like be able to interpret like a language between humans and animals, because I just like really want to be able to talk to Moxie.
So you become God over the universe, and
then she
what
wants
you
Dr.
do,
Doolittle powers.
what you do is, no. Call me Dr. Doolittle.
Look, it says you suddenly gain godlike powers. Like, I
True.
can't control the fact that they gave them to me. That was the first mistake.
Admittedly, I don't think I want to know what Clyde is saying.
Yeah, it might be wildly disappointing. Like, there's
They'll
a
be like, "You're a
percent chance that,
butthole," and you'll be like, "Oh, that's not nice."
yeah. And then you just zap it back.
Yeah, because they have godlike powers. Okay, so I think I'm going to stick with making things that are good for you taste good and things that are bad for you taste bad. But I want to keep the fact that making it so that you don't have to pee and poop anymore and that you don't have to waste time sleeping is something that I would also do. I don't know if it'll be on the board. I don't know if my top answer will be on the board either, but
You
here
can make
we
it
are.
so that you could eat anything and not gain weight or like not get fat.
I think that's going to be on the first page.
Yeah. I think we might see a lot of human inefficient design fixes.
Yeah, I was thinking about the eating and not gaining weight. Well, we should do the things that we think are going to be.
Yeah.
Right.
On the
This
top.
is your last
I feel
chance
like
to
it's going
pin
to be
something
really
to the board.
silly ones.
I'm sticking with it.
I'll just stick with it. I got some points today, so
Yeah, it's true. Lily,
you know.
sticking with yours?
I'm going to stick with my reverse global warming climate change one.
Well,
Okay,
then I'm
we all good?
going to go with the eating and not getting fat, because I think that's going to be on the page. So eating whatever you want and not gaining weight.
Okay. I think Sarah gets to be the first comment.
I regret my decisions. Economy.
Economy.
I just want to say that it's spelled differently.
The listeners are just like, oh man, 1/3 of the average podcaster is illiterate.
Sarah learned a new word today.
Sounded
it out.
Echo.
In her defense, it's spelled really weird. Like It's totally understandable. Yeah.
EKAHNOMY. So I'm really proud of my sounding it out abilities, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
All right,
That
so
was great.
Economy said, pause time for a few hours so I can take a fat ass nap without letting anyone bother me. This is what I would do. So I wish I could steal this because this is what I personally would do. Not
That
for
is a
naps,
really good one.
but for me, it would be like to watch movies, to read books that I feel like I don't have time to consume. Like joyful
Well,
things.
if you pause time and then get your full 8 hours of sleep in, or whatever, you could find that perfect amount of time that you need to be like perfectly rested and energized, and you could do that, and then you could take like a whole work day while you would have been sleeping, then pause time again, take a quick nap, and then have a normal day without worrying about time to get stuff done.
Yeah, I would want to have like the Click remote from the Adam Sandler movie Click. That'd be
That's
awesome.
literally
Yeah.
what this made me think of, was the movie Click.
Yeah. What would you guys do
Mhm.
with your time if you could pause time? If that's what you chose?
Oh,
Oh my gosh,
creative
I'd do so many
projects.
things. Yeah, mostly creative stuff, like hobbies that I don't have time for because I have to work a dumb, very nice job that I like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
think
not
so
that I don't
too.
like my job. I just don't like that I have to work my job. Like I don't like that I have to because of money,
Yeah, nobody dreams of working. It's
Yeah,
all a
like-
scam.
It's true.
Here's how I would handle it and work. Like I would pause time to do my creative endeavors and all that stuff, but also like I do video editing and all that stuff. So it's project based. So what I would do throughout the workday is whenever I get a task or an edit or a video to do, I would stop time and do the whole thing, then start time again, and then spend like my next 4 to 8 hours or whatever it is doing whatever I want. And then at the end of it, uploading what I've edited or whatever and being like, oh, yep, there it is.
Nice.
And then you could just do things so fast that you just mess it up for every other person because now you're setting an absolutely impossible standard.
Well, what I would want to do is I would want to sneak in just below like the average time or like just below some of the best times. That way I still get paid, but
Yeah, and you don't want your boss
preferred.
like wondering if you might have developed god powers.
But here's the question.
Yeah.
If you have godlike powers, why the fuck are you still working? Like,
Fair question.
do what
that's
you
true.
want. Like,
But this is the first thing you do, I guess. So
Yeah, that's true.
you'll get
Then
around to
you'd
the whole
adapt.
networking thing.
I guess.
Okay, the
that'd
next
that'd be the
person-
first thing I do, not fucking work. But anyway, go on.
The next person is also spelled weird, Hansen, without
Hansen.
some vowels. Hide, appear on some toast.
I remember
Because
That's a
that.
very
the
good
Jesus
answer.
toast.
The Jesus toast. Wasn't there also Mona Lisa toast at one
Yeah.
point?
Or
It
a
was
Mona Lisa
ridiculous.
chip. Or
Oh, I
it was a
don't fucking
Jesus
remember.
chip. Jesus is on everything sometimes.
I feel like I've probably eaten plenty of like, it's a sign things. Like, I've probably gotten tons of potato chips that are like, this looks like St. Peter baptizing people. And I'm just, nom, 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 nom.
Devin, you're
delicious.
just eating your money away.
I know. Okay, well, that's a silly answer. What's next?
Oh my god. Uji Thurgsfid. I don't think that actually said anything.
I think that's just
Uji Thurgsfid.
I think that's just slapping their keyboard to
It's
make
Nordic
a
or
username.
something.
It's Nordic. All right. This person said, stop time, chill for 1,000 years. Yeah, so
That's
similar.
2 time stop answers in the top 10. Okay, Lily, what's
All
the
right.
next one?
Downtown Flower 1894 says, well, start exploring my powers, right? Not like you inherited 3 owner's manuals to your powers. And then edit, not 3, the...
Here's a paradox.
a
With
manual
godlike
for your
powers,
powers.
can't you just be like, oh, well, now there are 3 manuals and I
Yeah.
can read them?
Yeah, like, oh,
Very true.
I suddenly know how to use my powers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, omniscience is one of the godly powers.
Clyde's mad because
All right.
I shut the door. Maybe I
Special
should
little
open the
cat
door.
cat treat. Yeah, sure. Maybe.
BRB.
As long as she's not causing mischief.
It's just like a musical score.
Everybody loves when there's a nice dramatic moment in a movie and the score is swelling violins and
And just a yelling cat.
What? Why are you yelling? What's the matter?
that was me yelling. Oh, she can't hear me though. that was me.
I'm gonna do it.
Those were my noises.
You gotta do it again. When she comes back, I mean.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry, Clyde came in and then somebody else started crying, and I was like, wait, what's happening? Who else is upset? What's going on? And I was looking for Suki, and she was just laying on my bed like, hi.
Lily, it was me.
It was.
Oh my God, Devin. You asshole.
He did try to cover it up, to tell you.
I tried to yell to you that it was me, and it wasn't like I was trying to trick you. I was saying, okay, well, now she's giving me 2 middle fingers.
Oh, now I just messed up the focus on my camera again.
That's what you get. Okay, the next user
Wow. So
is appropriately named Meow Master, and they say I would explore, which, all right, yeah, I guess if you can explore the entire infinite universe, go ahead. I don't think that's the first thing I would do, though.
And they didn't even clarify if they meant the entire infinite universe. Like, this is vague. Too vague
They
to
would
be getting 14,000 upvotes, in my opinion.
They would explore their body.
Chill Marky says generate a new seed, which I think I don't really get it.
So
yeah, I'm confused.
In programs, in software, anytime there's a randomizer, there's a value called a seed, and anytime that number changes, it re-randomizes everything. So he's referring to this world and universe as being something that he doesn't want, and he would generate a new seed so that everything is recreated in a different way.
And you know that just by the word seed.
Yeah, I'm a nerd.
Nerd.
A lot of 3D stuff is procedurally generated. So whenever you're like, oh, I'm trying to make this random noise texture to then do something else with, if you put it on and you don't like it, you just adjust the seed a little bit and it just redoes the whole thing. It makes it a different random texture.
Okay. Get away from me, you fish commented and said, I do that twice a day already. So.
Is he talking about
I think he's talking about
masturbating?
something
Yes.
else.
Remember that one answer, wanker?
All right. The next answer, Mr. Funny Mustache, says the first thing I would do is stop time for the whole universe, myself included, so I would have more time to think about what to do and avoid catastrophic unintended consequences. Hopefully I remember to resume time before I leave this dimension to some other reality. This person really thought it through.
Yeah, but they're just another stop time answer.
Yeah, there's a lot of stopping time.
It speaks
Half the
to
board.
the largest fear of the human condition, I think, which is just like running out of time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I mean, you're God. You're not gonna. I feel like at this point, it's kind of like an assumed fact that you're immortal.
Yeah,
That's
but
true.
nobody else is, unless,
Yeah.
of course, you
True.
make
That's
them.
very true.
Oh, and they said myself excluded.
Oh, I thought they
In
said
terms of
myself
stopping time.
included. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense.
Yeah.
The first thing I would do is
Myself
stop
included.
time. Myself included.
Take a break.
Because I was just stricken with godly powers. And man, I can't even handle what I got. All right. Up next, whose turn is it?
I
don't know.
I forgot what my answer was.
Oh, well, it wasn't one of these.
Well, that's one of these ones.
The meta report says probably change the laws of this universe to make it an abundant utopia before piecing out and making my own universe with elves and dwarves and magic and shit. That is awesome. But not one of our answers. I would just bring that stuff to this universe and clean up a lot of stuff.
I do not like this next answer.
I like the
Well,
next
go ahead
one.
and read it.
It's fucking weird. This next one is from Alarmed Bread 1909, which is a red flag in and of itself, probably. It says
It's
people.
not a picture of Jesus on that bread. It's just a guy going, oh.
It says
Anyway,
people now have unlimited teeth, as in they will grow back if taken out. Imagine going to the dentist and their only job is to remove the tooth and pat you on the back.
wow,
What the
he's got
fuck?
a lot of edits. I don't think we need to go through.
Yeah.
Okay, so
He was
first of all,
the first edit just starts with, I've gotten the sense that people don't like dentists. No shit, buddy. Like, what?
yeah. So whenever you were reading it, I was looking at it to follow along. I got as far as people now have unlimited teeth, and my imagination went somewhere very different.
Yeah.
Just this giant teeth monster. Just,
Yeah, just oh no, more teeth, more teeth.
Yeah, and then the fact that this got so many awards and upvotes.
Oh my god. It's
I
so
think
weird.
I think it's great. Like if you lose a tooth,
I
when you're
mean,
an
yeah,
adult,
like the theory of it is cool, but like that's the first thing you would do is give people unlimited teeth.
Right.
What the
they
fuck?
probably
How is
they
that the
probably
first thing, and why is that? Like, are your teeth like awful? That's the first thing that you think of whenever you think about having godly powers.
they've probably lost some teeth as an adult, and they're gone forever.
This is
They
their
have to
hang
pay
up.
money. Yeah, this is why they became God. 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, this is the
4,
last
5,
one, this
6,
next
7,
one.
8, 9.
Damn it.
Yeah, no, we didn't do very
Sarah,
well
your
on this
turn.
one, guys.
Veshin said, sure, Vesian, they said, realize that I now have the power to accidentally delete existence and then immediately and accidentally do so as my brain considers how I do it. Boom, that's me. I see myself in this comment.
Well,
Wow.
okay, so someone who replies to them with just undo because omnipotence and all that
True.
jazz. Like just and any that's actually one of the great things about getting the godly powers is that anything you do that you're like, oops, which is probably a lot of things, you just control Z. Boom.
But
That would be nice.
everyone's gone, so you don't have someone to tell you undo. So this person shouldn't get the gift.
No, no
Oh,
gifts. No gifts for this person.
No,
man.
I worry.
No presents for you for Christmas.
None of our answers were even on the board for
Nope.
that one.
No, there were
So-
some weird answers in there. This got
Yeah,
way
I
too
feel-
existential.
Well, yours was climate change and stuff.
I
I
know.
feel
I'm
like-
so surprised that wasn't one top answer.
I feel like
for
the
sure.
problem is that stopping time took up 3 of the answers.
Yeah.
I'm just going to do something real quick. Sort by best. Second sorted by best is getting rid of rabies, and that's close enough to fixing climate change and cancer.
Half a
Getting
point for
rid of
Lily.
rabies. Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like maybe while we stop time is when we were gonna deal with climate change. We would have gotten there, I bet.
Yeah, just stop time for climate change. Well, that's all the nut we got.
I'll nut it
That's
out.
all-
Wasn't
yeah,
the most
well.
exciting nut today.
Yeah, I actually didn't nut. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Mm.
She couldn't help
All right.
herself.
Well, now that we've all nutted, it's time to
Nope.
put on your assholes.
Nope.
Go ahead and yep. That's what we're calling it now.
Assholes on.
All right.
This happened and you didn't stop it. Let me close some tabs. Sarah, it's your turn to read.
Okay.
This is long though, so I guess tag out whenever you feel like it.
Okay.
Maybe we should adjust our thing so that you're not always the one who's starting with the long ones. But we'll get to that next time.
Wow, this has so many awards. Wow. Okay. Posted by Jemmy44. Am I the asshole for hiding embarrassing notes in my house as a joke because I know my fiance's mom snoops? Should I read
No.
the thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's story time.
Yeah, I have my opinions. All right. I bought a house 7 years ago and I met my fiance, Al, 4 years ago. This year he moved in. We're talking about making it a home for both of us. But as of now, he hasn't moved much stuff in. Right now, 95% of the stuff and furniture in the house is mine. When his mom comes over, she's kind of a snoop. He was used to that, but when she comes to our house, it's so uncomfortable because she's just going through my shit. When I'm bothered,
Jeez.
she's like, I was just helping with chores, etc.
Okay, Martha.
He says I should just let her because she has, quote, a lot of nervous energy. All right, I'll pass it on.
One thing she snooped on was actually embarrassing. In my home office, I had a little affirmation post-it note on my monitor saying, I am smart, I am skilled, I am deserving of great things. It was a
Aw.
silly thing my therapist recommended to get me in a confident mindset before an interview.
That's
Anyway,
wonderful.
I know, right? She
Yeah,
made a
that's not
comment about
silly.
my ego. What?
Oh my.
What?
But
Oh my
as a
goodness.
joke, I decided to do it again. I love this lady already, by the way. I had my best friend over and we got wine drunk and we wrote a bunch of affirmations to hide. This is 100% something I would do. Somewhere, medicine cabinet, my teeth will regrow. I am shark-like and powerful.
Wait. Just do me a
Oh
favor.
my
Just read that medicine cabinet one again.
Medicine cabinet, my teeth will regrow. I am shark-like and powerful. Kitchen drawers, I know when to spoon, but I also know when to fork. I am sexy and self-assured. Oh my god.
Oh, this is too good.
Work desk, I will not just fuck my way to the top of the company. I will fuck my way to the top of the world.
She's a comedic genius.
I love this woman and I want to know her TikTok because this is fantastic.
Oh, man.
Walk-in closet. I am beautiful with clothes and without, especially without. My boobs are legendary. There were a bunch more, and my friend and I had a hilarious time writing them. Well done. Next time my mother-in-law came over, she saw a few, and she didn't acknowledge them to me, even though she definitely started acting a little weird about me. I went to run some errands, and when I was out, she confronted Al about the notes and was trying to tell him I seemed unstable, egotistical, and moving in was a bad idea. She showed him the notes, and he didn't really know what to make of it.
No!
Okay, hold on. Who sees these notes and immediately is like, this is someone being very serious. This is definitely
Yeah, number
a
one,
problem.
I haven't even gotten to the end, and she should fucking dump this idiot guy. Because number one, he clearly doesn't understand her sense of humor at all. Like, who is like, my mom found these in the house. What are these? You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I don't know
who
if he's
does
done
that?
that. I don't know if he's
He
done
did.
that.
He just did that.
I'll take it home. What? Oh, she confronted.
Yeah.
She showed him the notes and he didn't really know what to make of it. Well, he hasn't talked to her yet. I'll bring it home. He asked me. Oh, there it is. He asked me, and I said they're just some silly private notes to boost my self-confidence and make myself laugh. How had she gotten them? Had she been going through my things?
Way
He
to
said
play
she
it
was just
cool.
hiding. Right? He said she was just tidying and saw them, and they were real weird.
What the fuck
I was
ever? They
like-
were amazing.
Right? I was like, to your point, she says, I was like, have you met me? You should know how weird I am. Anyway, if you don't want your mom seeing my weird shit, you've got to stop letting her go through my shit.
Yeah.
Yes, get it.
100%.
He asked if I left them on purpose to annoy her, and I admitted that it was kind of the joke. But I also have other weird and private shit. So what I said about her needing to stop snooping if she didn't want to find weird crap was still for real. He said I was making stuff hard for him. He said, I'm making stuff hard for him. His mom was really protective and adjusting to him moving in with a girlfriend for the first time.
Oh,
And
stop.
I was-
Full stop. So, like, she was in a financial situation as an adult human person in the year of 2022 to buy a house fucking 7 years ago, which granted the housing market was better back then. However, he is old enough to not be moving in with his girlfriend for the first time and be acting like a fucking 5-year-old.
Well, also, why does your mom have to adjust with you moving in with a partner? Like, that's
Yeah, that's
Yikes.
weird.
This guy is like those fucking posts about people being like mama's boys and acting super fucking weird and like, oh, my mom's like such a huge part of my life. That's why she's like constantly here and talking to you and giving me uncomfortable hugs and touching my face all the time and shit. And you're like, no.
Everybody knows that whenever you start a relationship and every relationship thereafter for your entire life, you have to have parent-teacher conferences with the significant other. Obviously.
Kind of what it seems like sometimes. Wow.
Otherwise, how are you going to share your report card?
yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry
Let me
I cut you
finish up.
off because he was
Yeah,
being a giant sea of red flags, but carry
Yeah.
on.
He said, so she's keeps talking in the first person about what he said. I'm going to switch it around and quote him. That way it can be in the voice that he probably has in real life. So he says, "You're making stuff hard for me. My mom's really protective and adjusting to me moving in with a girlfriend for the first time. And you're agitating her on purpose and making her think that you wouldn't be a good partner when I wanted my mommy to have the opposite impression of you."
I
So
have
she
a
says,
really like a
Perfect.
much better, well-rounded
Yeah.
understanding of what's happening because of the voice.
Mhm.
So
I feel like I understand him a lot more as a person and as a man child.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that really put it all in. It all came into focus there.
That's the secret. That wasn't even me. I called him quick and I put him on the phone.
Yeah, I
Well
feel
done.
like at this point we can basically psychoanalyze him and say like he was like breastfed until he was like 27.
Right? What a
Which
fucking
is,
lunatic.
oh boy.
Wow.
So first of all, is she?
No.
No.
100%. She's
No.
one of the
No, no,
coolest people
no.
that I know, and I've never met her. So
A living
Yeah,
hero, a
I fucking love
living
her.
legendary hero.
I feel
those
like if
are
we knew each
very
other, we would be
funny.
best friends. She is definitely my level of weird, and I really like her.
Yeah, would love to have her on the show to tell the
Right?
story.
Oh my God, I would love that.
I still
Also, I
cannot
want.
get over my teeth will regrow. I am
I
shark-like and
know.
powerful.
I feel like she needs to market like a notebook of her notes of affirmation, like one for every day
Oh
of the
my
year, because I
God.
want that in my life so much.
She needs to open a shop and
That's
start a daily affirmations
Mhm.
calendar.
I would
Absolutely.
absolutely like rip out funny affirmations and put them places and give them to people. That's like a really great.
100%.
There's a market for that.
Yep.
Yeah, user Jemmy44, if you're listening and you're
You
not
should do
already
that.
doing that, you should be.
Because we would buy it.
We would.
100%.
So
You would be
secondary,
our first advertisement on our show. We would just be
Yes!
advertising these little self-affirmation books. I love it.
Yeah, we don't need any Casper mattresses or Duolingo. We just say, hey, this very cool person makes very cool things.
Yeah.
So secondary judgments on this, like, what a terrible boyfriend.
Yeah, she
Like-
needs to jump his ass and get him the fuck out of that house.
How are you moving in together and you don't know what your SO's sense of humor is?
Right?
And
Not only
you're-
that, but just like being okay with your mom violating your partner's boundaries on a regular basis. And like,
Yes.
he's already not sticking up for her. Like, it's only going to get worse from here. He just fucking moved in.
That's it.
Also, why is his mom there that often? Like,
Yeah,
how is she a visitor in their home often enough for this to become a recurring issue? Like, how much they don't have a kid together? Like, how much time is she fucking spending there? Like, he doesn't even have most of his stuff there. Why is his mom there all the damn time?
Yeah,
That's a
and
really
you're
good point.
moving in with your partner, not your mom. Like, where are
Right?
your priorities? Like, this guy's gonna go nowhere and end up being by himself forever because
That's not true. He's always going to have his Bobby.
yeah, it's true.
It's a very good point. She said that he said that she was just tidying. So, like, does she just clean up after him and like he
Oh
moves
my
out?
God.
I can
Red
only
flag, red
assume
flag.
that prior to
Red
living in this house,
flag.
he was living with his parents. And so did he just like move out and he was like, I don't know how to clean. And then mom was like, don't you worry, baby boy. My little Albert.
Mm-hmm.
I could do it for you.
Yeah, I'll come
Oh,
do
your
everything
girlfriend's
for you
weird.
and exactly show you how you'll never find anyone that lives up to me.
Yeah, this one
I-
poster said, yep, or College said, yep, this is such a common thing. People think this is a mother-in-law problem. It's a partner problem. My partner would never let her mom go through my stuff, nor would I let anyone go through hers. And I completely agree. Like, your mom
Yeah.
can be, protective and whatever. Like, she's a mom, obviously. Like, what she's doing is not appropriate, but it's his place to be like, Mom, fucking stop. Like, you're going to ruin this for me. Quit being a weird, crazy, possessive person who's so paranoid that you're going through my partner's shit.
Yeah, very true. And what a weird worldview to like be in this situation where your mom is snooping and finding the notes and like you're not thinking that it's a joke and you're like paranoid that, oh, this is very serious. This person is crazy and has
Right.
sharks for teeth. And then you think, she's a problem. Something very weird with her and not the other way around.
And can
He
you
doesn't
imagine?
deserve you.
100%, he does not. And can you like imagine like being the person who thinks that snooping is okay to a point where you would be like comfortable bringing it up to your partner that your mom was snooping through their stuff and found all of these things?
Right.
Like that you feel confident that this is an appropriate thing for humans to do. So you're just like, hey, while my mom was going through all your stuff, she found this. This is weird. Tell me why you're crazy.
Snooping is not okay unless you like have evidence that you're going to find a body.
Okay. Yeah. I was gonna say snooping is never okay, but you've made a point.
Yeah. If you're worried that your partner is like a serial killer,
snoop all you
feel
want.
like
Oh my
snooping is
God,
okay.
yes.
We will condone snooping in those
Serial killer
extreme
cases.
circumstances.
Don't snoop unless you smell poop.
All right, another reason to snoop.
Oh
yeah,
I feel like that's kind of an open and closed case.
That was
open
a good one. That was a really good one. I love her. I'm gonna save that shark thing.
Yeah,
that was really good.
I am shark-like and powerful. My teeth
will regrow.
All right.
She was clearly reading that previous person's post about having all of the teeth.
Yeah, there's a common through line here.
Infinite teeth.
This is our dentist episode.
Okay.
Brush your teeth,
well, we've
people.
had a lot of fun. Let's get serious. We're gonna put jokes. No jokes allowed on this podcast.
Let's stop having fun.
Oh God, this is not the way to make jokes stop. Is this question?
This is not a comedy podcast. This is a podcast where people listen.
A comedy podcast.
This is
okay.
This is a life pro tip request. User Viva La Maximo says, how do I make a 10-hour shift go by faster? Do we want the details?
Yeah.
Okay. Some details. My job is currently to sweep a broom in an industrial environment, and we're not allowed to listen to music or podcasts or anything like that for safety reasons. So it's 10 hours of me just pushing a broom back and forth. I'm going crazy, and I need some advice to make the days go by quicker.
The first thing that comes to my mind is if you can't listen to a recording of any kind, I would
record one yourself.
Yeah, I would start writing a story and like have a tape recorder or like a voice memo going somewhere near my mouth, and while I'm sweeping I would try to write something, because that's where my head went.
So literally my head went to like writing songs with a recorder. So you can tell we're creative people. I doubt that either of these are going to be on the top 10 responses. But
we're not looking at the answers.
Yeah. Or you could do like synchronized TikTok dances, because apparently that's what you do in an industrial environment whenever,
I do see a lot of TikTok videos from people at work, but I feel like this person also has to do the work. So you can't do that like the whole time.
But you can plan it in your head while you're like sweeping up, and then at the very end you can, do the shuffly things and whatever the cool kids do these days.
If you're not allowed to listen to music or podcasts or anything like that for safety reasons, I know how to make the 10-hour shift go by faster. Just sleep. Just go to sleep. I can sleep for 10 hours if I try.
I don't even have to try.
Yeah. Well,
I'm old. I don't have to try.
Yeah, and then the bonus part about that is when your shift is over, you don't even have to worry about going to bed when you get home. You got a good 10 hours and you can stay up all night till your next shift.
Yeah, they didn't say they wanted to like keep the job, so
they just wanted to go faster.
They need to develop godlike powers
and get stop time remote for them and nobody else.
Delete all existence by accident.
Yeah. So when I was working in retail, most of what I got through shifts with was like thinking stories and then going and taking long bathroom breaks and writing those stories on my phone in Google Drive. So I feel like we're all like kind of answering the same thing. That's another thing. How to make a
Creative
10-hour
people
shift go by
responses.
faster? Take super long poops.
Yep, and then everyone will just think you have IBS. This is not a pro
Yeah.
tip that I've ever used. Right?
Yeah. Well, there's this certain finesse to that, because like you can't just disappear to the bathroom like 13 times in a 10-hour shift and spend like 20 minutes in the bathroom each time. You have to set it up so that you're interrupting something that you're doing.
Yes.
Like you have to be sweeping, and you have to be like doing a good job, and you get to maybe your favorite part of sweeping that you've told everybody, this is my favorite part, is sweeping in the dustbin. So that right whenever you're about to sweep, you grab your stomach and go, oh no, and then you run to the bathroom, and then no one's gonna call you out on that, and you've set yourself up for nobody to go in there, so you can just hang out for upwards of 40 minutes.
It's the one thing that no one is going to stop you.
It's true.
Yeah, bosses hate this quick, simple trick.
That's our
trick.
clickbait for today.
5 out of 6 bosses hate when you grab your stomach and go, oh no.
Did you say 5 out of whatever bosses hate this poop trick?
No, but
I'm clicking on that headline.
but one boss loves poop tricks.
No,
Smash that click.
Don't like that.
All right. Well, I think we answered that. So, who are you, user Viva la Maximum? I think you're going to be just fine at this job of yours. Thanks for listening. We did it.
Yeah.
Good job.
Woo!
We've been Only Mostly Thread. Thanks for listening to our podcast. I hope that you like it, and if you do, go into that little podcast app of yours and give it a rating, or if it's one of the ones where you can leave a review, leave a review. It'll make us feel real good. If you like us, you can follow us on all the socials at Only Mostly Thread. And if you like us, consider supporting us on Patreon. It really goes a long way towards helping us make this a thing, and there are tons of bonuses you can get, like access to the community Discord or juicy, uncut episodes. And no matter what, you'll have a named shout out in an episode once you join. Because really, your support means the world to us, and we can't thank you enough.
Oh, good.
So,
Happy
yeah.
on the inside. Like
Well-
we have fabulous shark teeth.
yeah, always remember, your teeth will regrow. You are shark-like and powerful. I'm still Devin Hoy.
Your boobs
I'm
are
still
amazing.
Lily Taylor. Why, thank you, Sarah.
You're welcome. I'm Sarah. Flourish.
And I'm amazing
Bye.
boobs. And this has been
Good.
Only Mostly Thread.
Goodbye.
Oh, good.